Hi friends, welcome to the study of the most important river of the peninsular India in the terms of uska hydroelectric potential, in the terms of usage, that is the Kaveri river. Why I am saying the most important river? Because this is the only perennial river of a peninsular India. Now what is a perennial river? That means the river in which there is a water throughout the year. Such river are known as a perennial river. Most of the peninsular rivers, all of the peninsular rivers, not most, all of the peninsular rivers are seasonal rivers. Godavari becomes a dry river during the summer season. Same with Krishna, same with Narmada, Tapi, except for the Kaveri river. Why is that so? We will study in this lecture. But before that, we will first see where does the river Kaveri originates. So, river Kaveri originates in Brahmagiri ranges. In the Brahmagiri ranges. In Kogadu district of Karnataka from a sacred lake known as Tal Kaveri. From Tal Kaveri. From Tal Kaveri. Somebody will write Kaveri as river C, somebody as K, it does not matter much. This is, you can write in the examination Kaveri from the this. So it originates from the Brahmagiri hills, Brahmagiri ranges, or Brahmagiri hills from in the Kodagu district. Now the Brahmagiri ranges or the Brahmagiri hills are the part of Eastern Ghats, Western Ghats. These are the part of the Western Ghats. These are the part of Western Ghats. That is, WG means Western Ghats. So the Kaveri river originates from the Western Ghats, from Brahmagiri hills in Kogadu district of Karnataka, and from a sacred lake which is known as an Tal Kaveri. Now after originating, this Kaveri river flows. If I want to show you the flow of a river Kaveri, the Western Ghat, after originating in this region, river Kaveri after originating in this region flows and drains into the Bay of Bengal region. It will flow and drain into the Bay of Bengal region. Now let us magnify this portion. That means river Kaveri will originate in the Western Ghat and it will drain into the Bay of Bengal region after originating from the Western Ghat region. Now you can see here it flows through such a region, and I am asking you, why is it a perennial river? It is a perennial river because it flows through such a region. I am rubbing this. Now this part of a region, this part of India, this is the western part of India and this is the eastern part of India. There is a western part of India and there is an eastern part of an India. Now this western part of India receives rainfall from a southwest monsoon winds. When we will study monsoon, we will see that the western part of India receives rainfall from the southwest monsoon winds. So the original part, jahan pe river Kaveri originates, that receives a very heavy rainfall from the southwest monsoon winds. While the southwest monsoon winds flow parallel to the Tamil Nadu coastline and give rainfall to the other parts of India. So during the summer season, the Western Ghats, where the Western Ghat region, WG is for Western Ghat region, where river Kaveri originates, receives very heavy rainfall. Receives heavy rainfall. Receives very heavy rainfall. On other hand, during the northeast monsoon, that is during the winter season, the winds originate from the land, and therefore it is known as a northeast monsoon. Because they originate on the land, we have done in climatology, these winds are dry winds all over India, except for the Tamil Nadu region. When they pass through the Bay of Bengal, this is an ocean, they will pick up moisture from here, and after picking up moisture, they give rainfall to the Tamil Nadu coastline or to the Coromandel coastline. So this part of India gets rainfall. So that means during the winter season, the Kaveri region, Kaveri river, in Coromandel coast region receives rainfall. Receives rain. So during the summer season, the original part of the Kaveri receives rainfall. That is, if I ask you where does the summer rainfall, let me mark it with red color. The summer rainfall, that is, this is the region which will receive summer rainfall during the southwest monsoon season. While during the winter season, the yellow colored which I have marked will receive the rainfall. Thus, the upper catchment area of river Kaveri receives rainfall during the summer season, while the lower catchment area, that is the Coromandel coast region, receives rainfall during the winter season. And as a result, the river Kaveri is the only perennial river of the peninsular India. So if they ask you why river Kaveri is the why river Kaveri is the only perennial river of peninsular India, then you know the answer is because the upper catchment area of river Kaveri, jahan se upper catchment area means jahan se river Kaveri is originating, that receives very heavy rainfall during the southwest monsoon, that is during the summer monsoon, that is during the summer season, the season of June, July, August, while the lower catchment area receives the very heavy rainfall during the winter season, that is during the northeast monsoon season. And therefore river Kaveri ka one area gets very heavy rainfall during the summer season. So during the rainy season, water is flowing, and during the winter season also it is getting rainfall, and therefore river Kaveri has water throughout the year, and therefore it is the only perennial river of peninsular India. Otherwise peninsular rivers are seasonal rivers, but Kaveri is not a seasonal river. On the other hand, the perennial characteristics of a river is seen in the Himalayan rivers. Why? Rainy season में rainfall है. During dry summer season, that is the month of March, April, May and June, North India में rainfall comes late. So during the dry summer season, they get water from the melting of glaciers. So therefore, they are having water throughout the year. They are known as a perennial river. On the other hand, see the drought in India, Latur district, Usmanabad district, Godavari, entire Maharashtra, North Karnataka, central part of Maharashtra, known as Marathwada region. This is drought prone, even though Godavari flows through this, even though Bhima flows through this, even though Krishna flows through this. Why? These are drought prone because Bhima, Krishna, these rivers, or Godavari, this mighty Godavari is dry river during the summer season. It does not have water during the summer season because it is a seasonal river. What do you mean by seasonal river? Means uska source is only one, that is the rainfall. Now let us look at the Kaveri. Repeat with me, where does the river Kaveri originate? River Kaveri originates from the Brahmagiri hills in the Western Ghat region in the Karnataka. Which district of Karnataka? Kogadu district of Karnataka, from Tal Kaveri region. So river Kaveri originates in the Karnataka and then flows in the Tamil Nadu. In fact, the Kaveri basin, if I tell you where does the Kaveri river basin lie, in fact 56% of the Kaveri basin lies in the state of Tamil Nadu. 41% lies in the state of Karnataka. 3% lies in the state of Kerala. Now for examination, you remember the Kaveri basin. Basin means the entire catchment area. Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Kerala. These are the three. This is the order in which the maximum basin of river Kaveri lies in the Tamil Nadu, uske baad in Karnataka, uske baad in Kerala. So first Tamil Nadu, second Karnataka, third Kerala. Now let us look at the flow of river Kaveri. River Kaveri, after originating from the Now, river Kaveri, after originating from which region? From the Brahmagiri hills and the Tal Kaveri, it flows and enters the Bay of Bengal. This is the flow of river Kaveri. Now, what does this red color line means? It means waterfall. So, you see there are two waterfalls and these are the reservoirs on river Kaveri. Now, the two important reservoirs are on the river Kaveri are, I will fill that with water so that these are the two important reservoirs on the river Kaveri. This reservoir is known as a Krishna Raja Sagar Dam. This is known as Krishna Raja Sagar Dam. Krishna Raja Sagar Dam. Now, where is the Krishna Raja Sagar Dam located? In which state? This can be the question in the UPSC. Now, can you see where in which state does the Kaveri originate? Kaveri originates in the Karnataka. This is near the origin, so it is in the state of Karnataka. While this is the Stanley Reservoir, or it is Metter Dam. Obviously, in which state? It lies in the state of Tamil Nadu. It lies in the state of Tamil Nadu. Now, let us look at the important tributaries of river Kaveri. The important tributaries of river Kaveri, we will do two important right bank tributaries, two important left bank tributaries and two important right bank tributaries. The important left bank tributary is river Hemavati. You don't have to do where does it originate. It originates in the Western Ghats and joins near the Krishna Raja Sagar Dam. This is river, R stands for river, dot Hemavati. Then the other important river and the other important tributary of river Kaveri is river Akravati. Is the river Akravati. The important we can say right bank tributaries of river Kaveri are, one is another important river which goes and joins again in the Krishna Raja Sagar Dam, that is Lakshman Tirtha river. It is river Lakshman Tirth. The other very important river is river Bhavani, जिसके ऊपर भवानी सागर डैम is located. River Bhavani. And this dam is Bhavani Sagar Dam. And the last and one of the favorite rivers of which has been favorite question of UPSC is river Amravati. River Amravati originates in the Western Ghat region it flows between Annamalai and Palini hills and then joins river Kaveri. Then joins river Kaveri. What is an important point you should remember while doing river Amravati? The important point you should remember while doing Amravati is that the Amravati flows through. How to show a national park? I will draw trees over here. The Amravati flows through. The Amravati flows through Indira Gandhi Wildlife Sanctuary or Indira Gandhi National Park. Goes through Indira Gandhi National Park. Which river flows through the Indira Gandhi National Park? It is the river Amravati, which is going to flow through the Indira Gandhi National Park. Indira Gandhi National Park, you remember, is the national park in which region? Indira Gandhi National Park is in Annamalai Hills. In the Annamalai Hills. Annamalai Hills. Why the Annamalai Hills? Where we have done? We have done it during the Western Ghat region. Now, this Indira Gandhi National Park, or in this Indira Gandhi National Park, there is a peak which is known as a top slip. Which is known as top slip. Top slip, because a tradition of sleeping or a tradition which is the name top slip. Slip means something is slipping or something is sliding. The name Indira Gandhi National Park or top slip is because the Indira Gandhi National Park is the name because Indira Gandhi visited the national park in 1960s, and it is also known as a top slip because there is a practice of sliding the timber from the top of a mountain. Because of the practice of sliding of the timber from this, that means it is rich in building materials, it is rich in timber, it is known as a top slip. Two important things about the river Kaveri. Now, when river Kaveri is flowing, it jumps from the Deccan Plateau to form one of the most beautiful waterfalls in India, that is known as a Shiva Samudram waterfalls. Forms Shiva Samudram Falls, where this is the region of a Shiva Samudram Falls. Which state? In the state of Karnataka. Remember, Shiva Samudram Falls lies in the Mandya district of Karnataka. Which district of Karnataka? Shiva Samudram Falls. I'll change the pen here. The Mandya district of Karnataka. And sometimes this Shiva Samudram Falls is a very beautiful, very big waterfall in India on river Kaveri. Now, Shiva Samudram Fall is also an area in which India's first major hydroelectric power project was set up. India's first major HEP was set up. in 1902 by General Electrics, by GE for some British companies. So India's first, in fact, not only India's first, you remember even Asia's first major HEP was set up. So Asia's first major HEP was set up. वैसे what I'm saying is the major HEP, megawatts में. वैसे minor HEPs were there. वैसे India का first HEP, if the question comes, India's first major HEP, it is Shivasamudram Falls. It is even functional today. But minor HEP का India का first minor HEP was set up in Darjeeling region. A small hydroelectric or minor HEP. Was first set up in Darjeeling district. In the Darjeeling district. This was the minor HEP. It was the first major HEP of India. It was in the Shivasamudram Fall region. वैसे if comes first HEP, then it is obviously Darjeeling. कब? 1897. This is in 1902. So, which is the oldest HEP? So, there were many minor HEPs, but generally you look at the past year questions of UPSC and see how they ask. India's one of the first major HEP in India was, or in Asia was, Shivasamudram Falls. First HEP in India was in Darjeeling district, but no, remember it was not a major. Don't neglect major and minor. UPSC sometimes plays with the words. Major HEP, again I am repeating, repeat with me. Asia's first major hydroelectric power plant, Shivasamudram. Asia's first means, obviously it is India's first major hydroelectric power plant in the Shivasamudram region. So this is the Shivasamudram Falls. In the Mandya district, remember Mandya district is also famous for sugarcane cultivation. Sugarcane cultivation is also famous for sugarcane cultivation. So just do this. These are the things which obviously, see, the UPSC will ask you sometimes limited question. There are some obvious facts which you should remember. I am giving you the obvious fact. Now we are doing a Mandya district. Remember Mandya district for sugarcane cultivation. If you remember, in some of my previous lectures we did Chikmagalur district. Though it is not related here, we did Chikmagalur district. It is famous for coffee day. I told you it is famous for coffee cultivation. Now you must be wondering why I am teaching you here in between Kaveri, Chikmagalur and Mandya district. I am teaching because on river Kaveri lies Shivasamudram. Shivasamudram Falls are in Mandya district. Mandya district is famous for sugarcane cultivation. One of the past year question of UPSC was that Mandya district, they had given you two statements. One of the past year question of the UPSC was they had given you two statements. What was the one statement? One statement was Chikmagalur district is famous for sugarcane cultivation. And the second statement was Mandya district is famous for coffee cultivation. which of the following statement is true? Both 1 and 2, either 1 nor 2, neither 1 and 2, or only 1, only 2. You know that both are false statement. Why? Because Chikmagalur district is famous for coffee and Mandya district is famous for sugarcane. So just UPSC had did this. So your main aim is to clear the examination. So take the information from where it is coming. Don't worry that whether this is not related. Obviously it is related. When you will study this interrelated topics, then only it will keep fit in your mind, because the syllabus is very vast for this examination. So that is why I did Shivasamudram Falls, Mandya district, sugarcane, Chikmagalur district, coffee cultivation in Karnataka. The next is when a river Kaveri goes from the plateau to the plains. We know that plateau is at a greater height. If this is a river Kaveri, it is flowing through a plateau, and if this is a plain, it is jumping from the plateau towards the Tamil Nadu plains. And yahan pe it makes famous Hogenkal Falls. It makes famous Hogenkal Falls. It makes famous Hogenakkal Falls in the Tamil Nadu region. In the Dharmapuri district, don't do the district, but remember Hogenkal Falls ke upar Stanley Reservoir is located on river Kaveri, Hogenkal Falls, and that is also known as the famous Mettur Dam. So this is all about the river Kaveri. River Kaveri, repeat with me, originates from the Tal Kaveri, drains into the Bay of Bengal region, exactly where you check in the atlas where it is draining. The important tributaries are, see, the names itself are Tamil names. You don't have to worry that much. The important names are Hemavati, Akravati, Lakshmana Tirtha, Bhavani, and Amravati. Now Amravati river is in Tamil Nadu. Amravati city is in, it is the capital of Andhra Pradesh. There is one more Amravati city which lies in the Maharashtra. It is famous for cotton cultivation. It is famous for orange cultivation. Amravati city, new city, is the new capital for the coastal Andhra Pradesh, and Amravati river lies in the Tamil Nadu region. Now the Bhavani Sagar is a major dam. Bhavani Sagar dam again lies in Tamil Nadu. So you can see so many. We are doing only the major projects on Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri. You can see how many dams are there in the southern Indian or the peninsular rivers. Why? Because water conservation, irrigation, because of hydroelectric potential. So repeat with me. The right bank tributaries of river Kaveri, right bank. First is Lakshman Tirtha, second is Bhavani. On the river Bhavani, Bhavani Sagar Dam is located. Bhavani Sagar Dam is in the state of Tamil Nadu. And then Amravati. Amravati flows through Indira Gandhi National Park, also known as Top Slip, which lies in the Annamalai Hills in the state of Tamil Nadu. Amravati River. Amravati River is one of the favorite questions of UPSC, and you see why? Because it is flowing through some kind of a national park. Amravati River is which tributary? It is a right bank tributary of river Kaveri. The left bank tributaries of river Kaveri are Hemavati. They joins in the Krishna Raja Sagar Dam. Krishna Raja Sagar Dam is in the state of Karnataka. Then is the river Akravati. Hemavati and Akravati. Shivasamudram Falls in the Mandya district of Karnataka. After that, river Kaveri flows, and after flowing through the Karnataka plateau, it jumps into the Tamil Nadu plains. When the river Kaveri jumps onto the Tamil Nadu plains, there is the famous Hogenkal Falls located in the Tamil Nadu, and Stanley Reservoir is constructed. It is also known as Mettur Dam. So this is all about river Kaveri. Remember about river Kaveri, Hogenkal Falls are when river Kaveri jumps into the Tamil Nadu plain region. So this is all about river Kaveri. You can draw this diagram, look at it in the atlas, and we'll meet again with the next river, is river Narmada. Again, river Kaveri is the only perennial river of Peninsula. So thank you very much.